Hi, I'm Cher Johnston. Join me today as I obsess over Christmas trees. Um, First, I want to show you this. I got these this is a digital from Sarah Lee Anderson. I printed it on fabric and I can't wait to use them. Here's some of my ideas. This is going to say, wreck the malls with cows on Harley. La 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 la. And then this one was the night before Christmas. I haven't decided though which one goes where, but I needed a I needed a little something, something, and I wasn't sure if I was going to do like I wanted to do these kind of um like some kind of lettering, but I wasn't really interested in doing all the embroidery. So that's perfect. So I don't have to do all the embroidery and I have some little sayings. But today I'm obsessing over Christmas trees. And I have two little, what do you call them? Things. I have two little things I made. And I'm going to do um, some Christmas trees. Now I did one before with, I have so much stuff here on my desk. This one is a I always forget the name of that stitch. Herringbone. Herringbone, herringbone. That's a herringbone. We're not going to do that today. We're going to do two other stitches. We're going to do, this one I just want to do big, tall tree. And I have, I don't know if I can use my sequins. I don't know if, I mean, I can, of course, but I have this Wonderful Razzle. It's 100% rayon. I need to figure out a better way to keep that from unraveling. It will. And if you look at it, it's like insanely twisty. So you definitely have to iron this one. I cut a piece about 15 inches long and I ironed it, threaded it on my needle, and put a knot in the end. So I'm going to start at the top of this tree. And I'm going to come down the center. Let's just mark a line down the center because I don't stitch as well when I'm on camera. It's not easy. Oh, and this, I love this. This is a piece of, I was going to use this side because that's cool looking. And then I realized that I like this side too. I like this better. I got these at a thrift store, Quilting for Community. She's a wonderful lady. I'm going to come down to the center here. I'm going to come back up on that side of the Christmas tree. And I have lots of layers of fabric, so it's going to drag quite a bit because, whoops, this, whatever this is like 4 layers of fabric. Somebody took the time to stitch them all together, and I think it's just fabulous. I'm going to come across from that stitch and down here, and I want to go up right at the tip of that straight stitch that I did. Then I'm going to wrap around, and we're doing a fly stitch. See, it makes a Y. All right, so then I'm going to make it kind of leggy, because I think I want to come up over here on this side. I think I want to add in some sequins and beads and bits and baubles, because, you know, Christmas. My favorite thing about Christmas is all of the, you know, you can get just downright gaudy. And I love that. I love the sparkle and bling and, you know, all that. All right, this time I'm going to go down here. I'm going to come up on this side. Right about there. Was watching this video on YouTube the other day, and they were talking about those of us who grew up in the 50s or the 60s and 70s. And I know that a lot of my audience is boomers, older people. I don't know, do you like being called a boomer? I don't mind. Depends, I think, on how they say it. Anyway, if you're a boomer, you might remember tinsel. I know that at some point I remember thinking, because I was a kid, right? Then when I got older, it was one of those, is this just my memory? Like I thought maybe tinsel was just different than I remembered. No, tinsel was different when we were kids. Tinsel was made of lead. And when you put it on the tree, it draped really nicely. It was amazing tinsel when I was a kid. You can't get tinsel anymore. I mean, you can get tinsel. It ain't the same. Not like when we were growing up. Just not the same. The other thing is, when we were growing up, you remember the aluminum Christmas trees? We got one year. I remember my dad was so proud of it. Yeah, we don't ever have to buy a Christmas tree again. It's very economical. And what they said in this video is that's how it was promoted, as being economical. You never have to buy another Christmas tree. And we didn't like it. Where's the Christmas tree smell? Where's the, you know, it had this light that changed colors. Pretty awful. Anyway, when I quit getting a Christmas tree, I started getting a, what do you call it? A pine. Oh, my words sometimes just don't come to me. It's made of pine boughs, and it has candles, and it sits on the table. You know what I'm talking about. The thing. Centerpiece. There you go. Okay, I'm going to end this thread off here. That was just enough to do our little tree. And there is our little fly stitch tree. And then oh yes, yes, it needs to have some of that. But you know what else it needs? Before we leave this one, I did not thread a needle with red, but I want some red. These are all my orts from my other Christmas projects. This is the red I want. Oh yeah, this is nice and long. And I think it might be 3 strands, 4 strands. It's 4 strands. And this color, because I know somebody's going to ask me and I won't remember later, that's 3721. And let's see. I have a needle just sitting out here. And I believe this is an embroidery needle. And even though I sewed these things down, they have to have fancy stitching, you know, to make it look cool. So this needs that stitch that I always forget the name of it. You know the one. Herringbone. I have a hard time with it because it doesn't make any sense. Why? You know, I don't have a thing like the fly stitch looks like a Y. So that's how I remember. I'm gonna do kind of a, I don't know, maybe a kind of wonky little, the thing that I miss most about Christmas past, I think it only changed in 2020. But remember, Christmas shopping. Oh my God, going to the malls with the Christmas tunes and all the stores, the decorations in the stores. And there used to be one, there was always one store that just had Christmas decorations. And you know what? Maybe they do still have those kind of stores. And I just don't get it. And I just don't get out anymore. Oh, here comes Miss Mitzi. She's gonna walk around me. Oh, baby. She has been so, that's her clawing on her cardboard thing. She's been such a love lately. I saw this video about cats. You know, there's lots of cat videos on YouTube. Of course, if you have a cat, I'm sure you've watched cat videos. All the things about cats, and I saw one that talked about um, stroking their face. There's a spot on their face that, and the other thing was, um, you have to leave them alone. Like she would come sit on the back of my chair, and I would always, when she came and to sit with me, I would try to, put her in my lap or turn around and pet her, or that. You don't do that. You have to just leave them. They're very independent. So I started to just leave her alone, and she comes and sits on the back of the chair. Um, and now and then she'll get up on my lap with me. I also bought a brush that's, you're supposed to just fix it on the wall or something, and then it's a self-grooming brush. And I put it someplace, and she couldn't, I don't know, she wasn't into it. So I pet her with it. She loves me so much now. It's different from the brush that I got, because I had a brush. Um, but yeah. All right, that's kind of cool looking. All right. I have one more I want to do. One more tree with, oh, see, I left this out too long and now it's got, I don't think you can see it. It has cat hair on it. Doesn't matter, does it? I don't think it does. Oh, where's my, here, I want to use this needle. I'm trying to clean my house, and I'm just making a big mess. I am getting, I'm decluttering. I'm getting rid of stuff. Hard to clean when you have so much crap. I have so much stuff. I don't want to get rid of it, most of it. But anyway. Also, when you were a kid, did you, I know you did. We all did. We went Christmas shopping in the Sears catalog. And then, you'd pick out your things that you wanted. And mom and dad would go get the stuff at the store. Well, I don't, you know what? Maybe they did just order from Sears. I don't know. I don't know how they got our presents there. Okay, this time we're going to do a feather stitch. I never forget the name of this stitch because it's my favorite. Feather stitch we do upside down. And I want to go in here. I'm going to come up. I'm going to try to keep my center line right on the center there. Wrap. And then I'm going to go across from that to the side that I just drew. I've been using this water-soluble. This is a water-soluble Mark Be Gone because I'm cleaning and I found stuff. I went, oh yeah, I thought I had one of those. I like it a lot better. This is what Jennifer Clouston uses. She keeps a Q-tip and some water with her outside. I may have to pause for a minute because Mitzi girl wants something. So this is going to look pretty wonky, but that's fine. I'm going to get to the bottom and I'm going to do some straight stitches to fill it in. But we'll have the shape of our tree. And maybe, maybe I could make it a little bit more tall, skinny. Where'd you go, sweetie? She's been a bit more needy lately, I think, because I'm moving stuff around. Okay. I'll be back. Okay, I'm not sure I solved the problem, but if not, I'll just go fix it. Whatever it is. I'm not sure what she wants. Some days I started giving her tuna every day, and now she wants it every single day. And she's not supposed to have tuna every day. Okay. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I think I have to cut more of this and go iron it. Maybe I can do one more stitch here. Oh, maybe I should get some other thread to do some stitches. I don't know if this last one's going to work. Yep. I like playing thread chicken. I like to use this all up. And I don't think it's because it's so expensive. I think it's because it's just too pretty. All right. Yeah, I'm not going to get one more stitch there. All right. I had some. Oh. I had some. This. This is Color Streams cotton eucalyptus, and it's it's variegated, so it's different, kind of different colors. See, there's some that's a little lighter. And I'm going to put some of this in there. And I don't know if I could use this to sew down the sequins, but I wouldn't have beads in the center. Let's just see what it looks like. And you know what? I don't think I need more stitches. I think I just need some sequins. Look at how pretty. It's so pretty. Let's put one right here. Sparkle and shine. Nope. I know they'll go on a different. Let's try this needle. I don't know what size these needles are. I take them out of the packages and just use them. Yep. Nice. All right. I don't know if it matters, but I want them with the cup facing up, if you know what I mean. No, that one's going to go face down. I put it too far away. Whoop. So now Mitzi's sitting by the window. She wanted the window open. She goes to scratch at the door. And she wants the window open. I mean, I can open the door if it's too cold out. Sometimes I just open the door. We have a nice day today. Rather nice. Excuse me, I'm going to get a sip of my tea here. My grandson's coming today. I don't know if he has a half a school day or if he doesn't feel well. But I don't live far from his school. So when they have half days, or if he gets sick, then he can come here. Makes it hard for me to think about moving, if you know what I mean. This is nice and blingy. Yeah, baby. Here she comes. Okay, I'm not sure if she wants something or what. I think we're gonna do one more, because you know 5. It's a, I don't like the way you look. That might not be a full sequin. Here it is. Here we go. Is that? No, that one's, to just throw that away. That was the same one. Here we go. Oh no, I might have to do 2 more. I don't think I have any glass beads that are Christmas colors. I think that might be fine. I think that's good. I think we're going to stick with that. Okay, now oh, I forgot. I try to do this in the beginning of the video so that I don't forget. I have a Facebook. We're going to use this hashtag. And if you go to Facebook, the Cher Johnston Stitchbook Community, I have about 5 members so far. And if you like my videos, hit the like button and hype. That's the hype button. Also, yeah. Next, I want to do something, a seam there maybe. But I want something a little bit blingy. I'll be back. Okay, I forgot I had this. This is Dazzle. And I thought I should come on here and show you the color DZ4149, and the razzle is 4146. I also have some purple that is DZ5105. I think that's the color, number, whatever. But I got some red. Oh, and I have this. This is metallic floss. I tried to pull this out a little bit to see if I could read what's on there, but I can't. And now it's pulled off there a little bit. It's ribbon. I bought it at a thrift store. Isn't that cool? So we're going to do something with that. First, we're going to take this, and I went a little crazy with the little marks that I don't actually need. So I'm going to do a cable chain stitch, which goes like this. You wrap the thread around the needle one time, and then I'm going to go in, go down, and come back up. And then this is the part where you do the chain, and then pull through. Okay. And now again, wrap. I'm going to go down about, I don't know, 1/8 of an inch or so away, and then scoop, I don't know, is that 1/4 of an inch? I don't know. Wrap. Okay, wrap. Go down. Back up. I'll pull that sort of taut, but not too tight. Wrap. And then pull through. Wrap. Down. Back up. Pull on that a little bit. And wrap. And then pull through. Wrap. Down. Up. Wrap. Pull through. Wrap. Down. Up. Wrap. Pull through. Ta-da! And then I think I just go down to the back to end off. Just. Okay, now I'm going to take this this white, whatever it's called, and I wish I could tell you what it is or where to get it. You might be able to get a picture or Google this 144F-10. It's metallic. This says floss, and I did see inside it says ribbon. So, for whatever it's worth, I'm going to try and thread it this way. That is not going to work. My handy dandy needle threader that looks like my kitty cat. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to do a detached buttonhole. This is, it's kind of fiddly fussy, this stuff here. Also, probably not a good idea to go through the thread. I'm using the eye of the needle. I'm going to go through that stitch. I'm going to wrap like a buttonhole. But it's detached. I don't want to pull too tight. Go in there again, wrap, and pull up this direction, but not too tight. I want to make it, I want to leave it kind of loopy. And there's 3. And there's 4. Make room for me. And then there's 5. Nice. Looks kind of lacy, huh? I'm going to go to the back. I'm going to skip this one and do this one. And I want to just see how it looks. Because if I don't like it, I can always go back in and do more. But if I do more and I don't like it, I can't. I don't want to take it out. I mean, I could take it out, but I don't want to. Okay. I don't want to jibber-jabber and tell you stories because I have to count. And I think I'm going to end this thread off because I may do more, but I don't have enough thread here to do more right now. So we'll just end that off. Okay. Let's do a little something something with this one here. I love this. That's part of a crochet. I think that's crochet doily. And I've been cutting it up and it's almost gone. And I don't know where I got it. I'm sure it was one of those. I got it in a swap or something. Maybe I should put some dazzle on there. No, you know what I want to do? Got some beads out here. And I have the hiccups. I'll be back. Okay, I get hiccups and they're really loud and they hurt. My granddaughter was here once and she heard me and she said, "You're the reason I have hiccups that hurt." Okay, so I have here, I'm petting my thread. I have here some Nemo thread. Comes like this in a little, and it's white, and I have a number 10 milliner's straw needle. And I have some green beads and some pink. They're almost red. So somebody asked me what kind of beads. These are not the same as these beads, but this is what I buy. I get them at, I think I got them at Hobby Lobby. Either that or Michael's or Joanne. I think I got them at Hobby Lobby and I did not pay that much money for them. I think at Hobby Lobby they have sales on, like, I don't buy yarn if it's not on sale. It's on sale every other week. They switch off sales. So I buy yarn when it's on sale, and I bet it's the same with beads. Could be wrong, but so this is tedious, but I'm going to do it for you guys just because. I'm going to use this bead to couch down this thread, and then I'm going to go on the back. I'm going to do a couple little stitches. So I have had it happen before where one of the beads breaks the thread and then all the beads come off. And that's not good. That's just not a good thing. Sarah, I shouldn't whisper. I should talk out loud. I may get interrupted by my grandson. I'm sort of expecting him, but my daughter says she's going to go get him at lunchtime, and I always think, noon or 1, lunchtime. It's 2:30 in the afternoon, and he's not here yet, so. And maybe she just means she's gonna. Oh, he gets off school at 2, so she's probably gonna take a long lunch and go get him and bring him here so he doesn't have to go to the after school program. Sometimes he likes it and sometimes he doesn't. My thread is not behaving very well. So I do have this stuff called Thread Heaven. It's a thread conditioner. So I want to make sure that I don't unthread my needle. Just pass this over this a couple times. Whoops, I just did the end again. I want to do this other half. Again, I don't know where this comes from. Probably got it at Joann Fabric. I used to work at, I just realized Joann's not ever going to be there again. I mean, I knew that, but I didn't really, realize the ramifications. I used to work at the Joann store. I was an independent contractor and I did classes. So I taught classes there about 3 or 4 days a week. So I went shopping there constantly. You can't go into the store to teach classes and somehow not shop. It was just a thing. And it was right next to the Walmart. So I would often go early on Saturday and go to Walmart, go shopping. Got some pretty cool clothes. If you go into Walmart a lot, then you get there before before all the cool stuff sells out. So I got some cool stuff. Of course, this was, I don't know, 20 years ago. Heck, you know what? It was more than 20 years ago. Wow. Getting up there. I bought some folk art paint and I was thinking I would try again to do because I haven't painted in a long time. you would think I could just pick up a brush and might take a little practice, but I should be able to do it again, right? This toll painting technique. I don't have the right brushes. I think I gave all my brushes to my grandkids. And the paint, it's not the same paint. So I should probably go to the Donna Dewberry website and see what she has to say about it. Of course, I might go through all the trouble and pick up a brush and go, oh yeah, that's why I quit painting. I know one of the things that I know bothers me now is, and it never used to bother me, I don't like paint all over my hands. You know, I watch Sarah Lee Armstrong. Hi, Sarah. Um, and she paints. She does some gel printing that is just amazing. But she's always got paint all over her hands, or ink, because she does a lot with the alcohol inks. I think it would drive me crazy. Actually, I did do some painting a little while ago, and yeah, I was just doing a primer with white. I didn't get too much on me, but yeah. But I did that for about 5 years and didn't realize at the time that I was I was working all the time. Didn't really notice because it was fun, you know? I had a blast. Didn't make a lot of money. Ended up with lots of debts, but I did get to travel. Um, I went to Hawaii to teach with Donna Dewberry. That was a lot of fun. Um, I went to, let me see, I went to Atlanta. Of course, that was just, I didn't go sightseeing or anything. Got to see a hotel. Went to Las Vegas once, got to see the hotel. That's not really like traveling. Also took a bus across the country a couple times, several times. But that's not like visiting, you know? You can drive through Colorado. I even stopped in Colorado for a few days. My sister was living there at the time. Didn't really say anything, you know? Saw my sister. Now I wish I had put sequins on with those because it looks kind of like a bare little tree. We could do a few. We could do, I haven't done any red ones. Let's do some red beads. Well, they're not red, they're pink, but they look kind of red. Oh, I might have to finish this off camera and just show you pictures because this is boring and I've probably been recording for an hour or more. And nobody wants to watch me stitch and listen to me jibber-jabber for an hour. Besides that, I might take it all out. That would be silly. That would be awful. All right. It's a shame because my cat's content and actually kind of having fun. But I can't really post a video that's more than an hour. They just won't go. All right, so I'll come back with pictures. Okay, this one's finished. I did used my green dazzle to do I did some couching stitches over here. And then some detached chain stitches and little straight stitches there with this dazzle. I don't know if you can see it I have the light on because it's dark time now. I put on a little star at the top and some little tiny French knots in there. This is not the one that I did the beads on camera. These ones, when I did the sequins, I put in little green beads in the centers of those. I have these really cute, there they are, these little tiny green beads that are matte. They're not shiny at all. And I thought that they would look kind of cool. They do look kind of cool in the center of those. And then I had some green shiny beads and pink. Oh, you did see, I did started those on camera. And then I put this on. When I was a kid, my dad's name was Harold. And I thought that that song had something to do with my dad because, he was everything. He was everything to me. This gold thread is DMC G3852. And I had to come on and show you that because someone will ask me, of course. And that's all I have today. Bye for now.